Imagine standing next to a creature whose heart is the size of a golf cart and whose tongue weighs as much as an entire elephant. We like to think we understand the ocean, but the truth is, we share this planet with titans that defy the very laws of biology. These are not just large animals, they are living cathedrals of flesh and bone that can communicate across entire oceans and dive into the crushing darkness where light ceases to exist. Welcome back to Top Wonder. Today, we are descending into the abyss to reveal the most staggering truths about the giants that rule the deep. These are the top 10 whale facts that will change how you see the blue planet forever. Number 10. The acoustic sniper. The sperm whale is the loudest animal to ever exist. It doesn't use its voice to sing, it uses it as a weapon. By forcing air through specialized nasal passages, it generates a focus click that reaches 230 decibels. To put that in perspective, a jet engine at takeoff is only 150 decibels. At close range, this sound is powerful enough to vibrate a human body to death or paralyze a giant squid instantly. It is an acoustic cannon. These whales use these sonic blasts to see in the total darkness of the deep ocean, creating a high-definition map of their surroundings using nothing but raw, ear-shattering power. It is a biological sonar system so advanced that it makes military-grade technology look like a toy. Number 9. The eternal survivors. We used to think that 100 years was the limit for mammalian life, but the bowhead whale shattered that belief. These Arctic giants can live for over 200 years. This means there are whales swimming in the ocean today that were born before the invention of the light bulb, the telephone, or the airplane. Their secret lies in their ability to resist cancer and age-related diseases. They possess a genetic repair kit that allows their cells to fix damage on the fly. While every other mammal on Earth eventually succumbs to the decay of time, the bowhead whale simply continues to glide through the icy waters, carrying centuries of planetary history in its massive, barnacle-crusted body. Number 8. The global carbon sink. Whales are not just inhabitants of the ocean, they are the engineers of our atmosphere. A single great whale sequesters an average of 33 tons of carbon dioxide over its lifetime. When a whale dies and sinks to the ocean floor, that carbon is locked away for centuries. To match the carbon scrubbing power of one whale, you would need to plant thousands of trees. But it doesn't stop there. Their waste, known as the whale pump, fertilizes the ocean with iron and nitrogen, triggering massive blooms of phytoplankton. These tiny plants produce over 50% of the world's oxygen. Every second breath you take is made possible in part by the rhythmic diving of these deep-sea giants. Number 7. The blue cathedral. The blue whale is the largest creature to ever live on Earth, larger than any dinosaur that ever walked the land. Its scale is impossible to visualize without comparison. Its arteries are so wide that a human baby could swim through them. Its heart is the size of a bumper car, and its mouth can hold 90 tons of food and water in a single gulp. Despite this terrifying size, the blue whale survives on some of the smallest creatures in the ocean, krill. During peak feeding season, a single giant consumes 4 tons of krill per day. That is the equivalent of a human eating 8,000 hamburgers every single day just to maintain their energy. It is a masterpiece of evolutionary scaling, a mountain of muscle that moves through the water with the grace of a ghost. Number 6. The long-distance call. Before the invention of the steam engine and the noise pollution of modern shipping, the song of a fin whale could travel across an entire ocean. Using low-frequency pulses, these whales can communicate with each other over distances of more than 2,500 miles. This is the equivalent of a person in New York having a clear conversation with someone in London without using a phone or the internet. They operate on a global social network that existed millions of years before humans appeared. These songs are not just noise, they are complex, evolving compositions that can last for 24 hours, shared by individuals separated by thousands of miles of cold, dark water. If you think a heart the size of a car is impressive, you haven't seen the terrifying reality of how these giants hunt or the secret history hidden in their ears. The top 5 facts on our list reveal the true power of the abyss, including a predator that hunts in total darkness and a biological record that tracks every stress a whale has ever felt. Number 5. The Earth's History Books. A whale's earwax is not a waste product. It is a high-fidelity biological hard drive. Because whales do not have external ears, their earwax builds up in layers over decades, creating a long, solid plug. Each layer represents 6 months of the whale's life. By analyzing these plugs, scientists can track exactly when a whale was stressed, what chemicals it was exposed to, and even how its hormone levels changed during major world events. These earplugs have revealed that whales suffered from extreme stress during the height of industrial whaling and even reacted to the noise of World War II. It is a chemical diary of the ocean's health, written in the body of its largest inhabitants. Number 4. The Strategic Killers. Orcas are the undisputed tactical geniuses of the sea. Despite their name, they are the largest species of dolphin, and they hunt with the coordination of a special forces unit. They have been observed creating synchronized waves to wash seals off ice floes and even paralyzing great white sharks by flipping them onto their backs. What makes them truly terrifying is their culture. Different pods of orcas have different languages, different hunting techniques, and even different cuisines. One pod might only eat salmon, while another specializes in hunting blue whale calves. They teach these lethally efficient tactics to their young, ensuring that their reign as the ocean's apex predator remains unchallenged for generations. Number 3. The Deep Sea Marathon. The Cuvier's beaked whale is the ultimate deep diver. While humans need specialized pressurized suits just to reach a few hundred feet, this whale can dive to nearly 10,000 feet below the surface. That is nearly 2 miles straight down into a world of crushing pressure and freezing temperatures. To survive this, they collapse their lungs and shut down non-essential organs. They can hold their breath for over 3 hours, hunting in a zone where the pressure would flatten a steel submarine. They exist in a frontier that is less explored than the surface of the moon, navigating the midnight zone with a level of physical endurance that defies every mammalian limit. Number 2. The Great Migration. The gray whale holds the record for the longest migration of any mammal. Every year, these giants travel up to 12,000 miles round trip, moving from their feeding grounds in the Arctic to their breeding lagoons in Mexico. Throughout this grueling journey, they often go months without eating, relying entirely on their stored blubber. It is the equivalent of a human walking halfway around the world every single year through freezing storms and predator-filled waters, just to ensure the next generation survives. It is a testament to the sheer willpower etched into the DNA of these oceanic wanderers. Number 1. The Accidental Gardeners. The most shocking fact about whales is that they are responsible for the very air you breathe. Through a process called the whale pump, they bring essential nutrients from the deep sea to the surface through their waste. This fertilization is the primary engine for the growth of phytoplankton. Phytoplankton are microscopic organisms that produce for out of every 5 breaths of oxygen on Earth. If whales were to disappear, the ocean's biological productivity would collapse, and the oxygen levels in our atmosphere would plummet. We do not just share a planet with whales, we survive because of them. They are the silent lungs of the Earth, breathing life into the world with every dive they take. The ocean is not a void. It is a living system kept alive by the heartbeat of giants. From the sonic cannons of the sperm whale to the ancient memories of the bowhead, these titans remind us that we are small, And the world is far more mysterious than we dare to imagine. Which of these whale wonders shocked you the most? Would you rather have a 200-year lifespan or a voice louder than a jet engine? Drop your choice in the comments. If you're ready to dive deeper into the world's wildest mysteries, destroy that like button and subscribe to Top Wonder. Stay curious, respect the deep, and we'll see you in the next one.